right, so last summer I was taking a walk and I stumbled upon this garbage can that someone had put a bunch of fake flowers and fake plants into. So I took a picture of it thinking it was kind of cool looking, and that became sort of the inspo pic for this picture, which I took later on that same week. So the concept and the execution were both fairly simple. First I went to the hardware store and I picked up a piece of pegboard, kind of cut it into size, and then scoured probably every single thrift shop in the city of Milwaukee for fake flowers. This was the final result. Managed to ring up like a $50 tab on these fake flowers. So yeah, I need to squeeze a little bit more artistic value out of this piece to justify that spending. So obviously it's winter now, and with the exception of late fall, this is probably one of the most monotone seasons. So the goal for this is to sort of just leave this in public somewhere in a trash can and yeah, wait for people to stumble upon it and get a little burst of color in their day. So I've set up this little art piece and I've picked this strategic little spot here. First of all, we got this vacant lot. It's just off the highway and it's at a light where people have to come to a stop. So the potential audience has a clear line of sight and a window of time to catch a glimpse at this thing. I've also got this insane, shitty rig, if I've ever seen one, which is gonna let me see all of this stuff happening, if anything happens at all, through this monitor right here while my back is turned to the actual action. I'm gonna call this a success if even one person acknowledges this thing. So, yeah, even if no one sees it, it don't matter, it's cool.
Damn. Dude, I really thought that somebody coming off the bus would have seen it. I don't know what I was expecting, but nobody's really stopped to take notice to this thing yet. I think they all think that it's garbage. Yeah, in the meantime, I took a few pictures with the Pentag 6.7. I'm shooting panoramic 35mm in there right now. You know that aspect ratio, of course, like has an effect on like the tone and the feeling of the piece, but you don't really realize how much so it is until you really get your hands on something like this. So, oh man, so cool.
So, in classic Milwaukee style, things didn't go exactly to plan. A car had ended up catching fire on the next block, which did attract a lot of spectators, but not for my flower art piece, which is understandable, I guess. Mission failed successfully, sort of. Literally and figuratively, the block got too hot, so I had to move a little bit farther down center, and I think I'm gonna leave this art piece at its permanent home on Center in Titonia. So if you see it here, take a picture of it, send it to me, something.